Hello and welcome to the show. We are back on Forza Horizon 3 for today's Failrace versus the community. We are going racing with pickups / Utes. Got a selection of vehicles: Ford F100, Ford Pursuit Ute, the Subaru Brat that is tiny compared to absolutely everything else, the Ford F100 and the Nissan F150, and the Nissan Titan that are massive compared to everything else. There's a couple of El Caminos. I have gone for the Holden Sandman. I think I'm the only one in a Sandman in this one. There's another Ford Pursuit Ute. There's a classic Holden Ute and a couple of twins over here with the GMC Cyclone. We are going to go racing with these vehicles. They're all in A class, and we must use the same vehicle throughout the session. So some of the cars are going to be strong in some events. Some of them might be better when it comes to off-roading or cross-country and so on. Kind of a little bit of a challenge as to how you build your car. Do you try and build something that's good overall, or do you focus on being very fast in specific events? Our first race is just down the road here, the Rolling Meadow circuit. I quite like this track. This is quite a nice, fast circuit around here. What shall I could be mean and set it to rain if the game would. I'm trying. There we go. Thank you, game. Well done. Should we be mean and set it to rain? No, I think we'll start off quite nice. In fact, actually, it looks like it's fairly well set up at the moment. Yeah, let us get underway, and hopefully everything will go well. So, here we are, ready to go. My Holden has been converted to all-wheel drive. It is running on the rally tyres. So while I'm not going to have the crazy levels of power that some of the vehicles in here might, I'm hoping we're going to have the grip. We are also, I think, likely to have a pretty decent launch. I don't know how many vehicles will be all-wheel drive. Certainly most of them ahead. In fact, maybe only that Ford is rear-wheel drive there. This is quite a fast, quite a flowing circuit that I imagine some of the more difficult to drive cars might come undone. The Subaru Brat has absolutely shot its way up through the field. I am going to work alongside the Ford. I'm going to get past the Ford with relative ease. The Titan is taking up all of the road. Oh, someone was out in a tree. Didn't see what that was. I think that might have been the other Holden, the classic Holden Ute. We're on the outside of the Titan. I'm hoping it's not a 8-ton Titan, because that would be bad. There's a Cyclone that struggles to make a corner, as has a Pursuit Ute. We've got the good old Ford versus Holden. Right, I think I came off a little bit better. There's also been a crash behind me with... they can have a tangle. They can fight all they like. I've worked my way up into the 6th place. Can I do anything about the Titan? Probably not there. Oh, almost got myself in a lot of trouble. Almost got in an awful lot of trouble as we round the final corner, take out all of the bushes. I'm still just seeing Titan. I've seen the back of Nissan Titans far too many times already when I was racing the Polaris against them. I don't need to see any more. No, for God's sake. I tried to dive too much down the inside and it's not worked. At the front, the crazy, absurdly powerful F100 is actually running away with this one slightly. I thought the corners would be way too much for it to handle, but apparently no, it's fine. We've got to pursue you. Oh, bugger, I've just missed that checkpoint. I just realised as I dove to the inside to try and get the Titan that we have missed that checkpoint. In fact, as the Pursuit Ute did the same thing. I was too busy racing the Titan to really... Well, I say to really pay attention, but yeah, I was busy trying to get alongside the Nissan, and by the time I realised not got the checkpoint, it was too late. So, and we've not quite got the turning to get away with that one either. Well, this opening race has not gone to plan. We're going for fastest lap. We might have some fun with the Pursuit Ute here over good old 10th place. Otherwise, not much that we can really do. Unfortunately, that is one of the things that can happen. There's another one that I'm guessing has missed a checkpoint as well. So we've got the two Fords. The two Fords versus the Holden. Admittedly, they are from very, very different eras, but I'm okay with this. I'm also wildly out-accelerated by them, so I'm going to have to try and outturn them. That's okay. We can manage that, I hope. Possibly. A little bit of understeer. A little bit of understeer from the Sandman. Yeah, this track is quite fast. I thought this... I say it's quite fast. I knew it was quite fast. I thought it would give the more power-orientated cars issues with it being such long corners around here. Apparently that is not the case. Apparently they are fine. Oh, there's another one out in the fence over there. There's been a little bit of a coming together but by the two Fords up ahead of me, which we will make the most of and put ourselves up into 9th. We'll get around that hairpin. We're not going to end up in the wall this time around. I will remember to slow the car down enough. The mighty Rhubars behind me has ended up out wide, so we're a little bit clear. We've got a white and yellow Ute to try and track down. Now, my vehicle, I always knew that this is perhaps not going to be the Sandman's strong point here. Too much of my PI has been spent on rally tyres, so we're likely to be outpowered around this circuit. I'm okay with that, because I know later on things are going to come to me. When we go off-road, when we tackle a cross-country event, things are going to come towards the Sandman, hopefully. It's at least, and we can, through these tighter corners, try and make up a little bit of time. I think we're going to be too far back to really do much. We might be able to get there. No, I don't even know if we can get the red car. We're going to make it difficult for the Pursuit Ute there. Try and give him space so he doesn't miss the checkpoint. I think he lifted to duck back into line. Probably a wise decision. We have learned our lesson here. Or maybe he didn't get back in line in time. I think he might not have done in the end there. Well, yeah, it's not quite gone to plan. Someone's having a worse race than me. At least that's comforting in all of this. At least that's comforting. I should be up in 4th or 5th, I would expect. That's where the Titan is at the moment. Oh well. Things happen. We also carried a lot of speed over that crest and almost got into a lot of bother. Maybe we can get 7. I'm just not quite close enough to the red and yellow Ford here to really make anything happen. I can close massively. In fact, they've been so busy fighting one another, I will close and I will make the most of that opportunity. The Cyclone is actually quite slow out of the corners, and oh, the Titans missed the checkpoint. Well, I mean, we've made up 3 places in as many corners. The Pursuit Ute is on its way, though. The Pursuit Ute is very much on its way. I'm trying to give that one space. I don't know whether he got the checkpoint or whether he did not. Nope, but that corner has caught everyone out so far. Oh, no, I tried to do a dumb thing. Tried to do a really dumb thing. Well, I probably deserve that one. I've been braking so early down there, so I dove into it, trying to use the banking on the corner, and then dove in way too late. I was busy thinking about cars missing checkpoints and getting stuck. No, that shall not do. It's not been the best of races from me. I'm going to be honest here. It's been a little bit scruffy, and yeah, a little bit problematic for the Sandman. We might not even finish. Oh, we're going to carry all of the speed, and we're sideways around the final turn. We pulled miles clear of the Cyclone. We will cross the line. I think the Cyclone and the Titan might just... Oh, the Titan didn't quite do it. 6.6 for my fastest lap. Yeah, the F100 claims victory ahead of the Brat. Pretty good showing from them two out there. Shame I got a bit unfortunate. There's quite a few other vehicles suffering from the missed checkpoints. Shall we see? I've had not a huge amount of luck in the race. So shall we see if the wheel spin can grant me a bounty of exciting cars? I mean, cars would be good. Car would be no. Almost got a 488. 90,000 credits isn't the worst thing possible, though. So, up next, we are heading to a cross-country circuit. Hopefully, my Holden will fare a little bit better out here. And we have a nice starting place on the grid from 3rd. Can we? We probably can't get up towards the front immediately, because we do lack the brute force. We have the traction, but not the brute force of some of these other vehicles. However, we can hopefully stay out of trouble through a very, very narrow opening corner. Now, don't get too much understeer. The classic Holden behind me got into a world of trouble. I just couldn't get the vehicle turned. Oh! There's a Ford! The Fords have attacked already. I think he got it caught on the guardrail on the landing and just stopped dead in front of me. Never helpful. Never helpful at all when you have that. The Titan, oh, the Ford is going for a big old flight. That was a seriously impressive flight from the the Ute. Don't know what on earth he hit, but it was something massive out there. Right, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy across those horrible hits that spun out my race car no end. I got hit by a Titan, and it's not so. Even if it's not a glitch Titan, which I don't think you would want to run in here, still don't want to get hit by one. They're still massive, massive trucks, and he is going to get to the inside. The Titan is carrying really great quarter speed. Oh, we've all we've all done the same thing like morons. We've all ended up out wide. Thankfully, I was stopped enough that the Titan didn't fire me into the scenery. Go, Sandman! Oh, don't do that! That's not fun! That's not fun at all. We're not quite jumping far enough, and that's causing issues on the landing. We may end up doing a front flip at some point in all of this. Well, the car that I sort of built as an off-roady vehicle is actually working pretty nicely. When it comes to the cross-country race, we've got to keep an eye on that crossover point. I do not want to end up getting taken out. That is the. I like this track. I think it's quite a fun little, very technical circuit to run around. But you've really got to be careful with that crossover point, that you don't get screwed over, or that you don't screw over anyone else's race. Now, remember that this corner here gets very, very tight, unexpectedly. I think there might have been fencing out there at one point that everybody has wiped out because they were going too fast into it. So, yeah, now we don't get the fun of fencing. Oh, that's not good. I think I might. Oh, no. Bad things have occurred for the Holden. I was going to say I might want to have a lift on the approach to that jump so that I can land better, but if I have a lift, the Titan's just quicker than me. The Titan is just able to take the speed over there. Now, we're going to try and make sure we can get through the gap. I had to lean on the Titan there to make sure I didn't get pushed out wide. I did not want to find myself into the crash barrier. We have muscled our way past the Titan in a strange turn of events, really, for the little Holden. The Titan carries such corner speed. That's remarkable. Don't know what that's got going on in it that allows it. I guess it must have just giant tyres. One of the big downsides with the Sandman, we've only got 215 tyres on this. 215s are tiny. The Titan's probably got 315s, and I've missed a pissing checkpoint. We have recovered it, and yeah, we have got it in the end. I hit it from the wrong side. Arsey game. I definitely drove over the flagpole. Well, I'm going to go race a brat, I think, in all of this. That's annoying. I bounced around on the landing and couldn't get my car across back in time. That's a shame. We were having a great battle with the Titan. Oh, don't miss that one as well. Okay, no, we're good. I did click that one. Oh, the brat's got in trouble. The brat's got into bother. I think I saw third up ahead, so I might be able to possibly chase him down before we come to the end of this race. Oh, if we can turn. Can't turn. Now I'm trying to do two, and the brat is having so many issues with these bumps. That Subaru does not look fun to drive at all. The classic Holden Ute is here to join in the fun as well. Yeah, today has not been my day. Today has really not been my day at all. We've clonked ourselves into the ground. Now we're bouncing out a little bit too wide. Where is the brat? In fact, it's not even the brat that's alongside me. It's the other Holden Ute. Yeah, we don't want to get the two Holdens coming together. We have a Ford to chase down. I think it's a Ford that's ahead of me. I think it was a Raptor that went past. There's an F100 that's hit a fence somewhere. And bouncy across that horrible section. No, it is not a... it's a Raptor up in second, I believe. It looks like it is a Cyclone that is the car in third. Right. My off-road vehicle would like a podium here. Things were going so well. We're going to lap a Ford. Yeah, we'll give him a little bit of assistance on the way past as well. Unintentional. Oh, bugger. Crossover section almost got me. Still not jumping far enough. Kind of got to go for it now. There's no time to be lost. We are throwing caution to the wind here. Looks like there is a great little battle going on at the front between those two, although suddenly the gap's now gone out. Don't know whether that was a glitch on the... You don't know, maybe second place missed a checkpoint as well. As, yeah, in fact, I could see a certain Raptor up ahead. So we are going to throw everything at this final lap. Indeed, we have thrown everything at this final lap. I've got the gap to the leader down to 9 seconds. It was at 15 at one point. The Sandman is very, very quick. let down by one small mistake and unfortunate moment all rolled into one. It was a bit of a mistake from me, although a lot of bad luck was the way we hit the landing of this jump. Yeah, that's okay. If we can hit it like that every time, we'd be fine. But, yeah, we couldn't. Threw it in with way too much speed and couldn't get it turned. I don't know if I can do much about this cyclone. Now, I am tending to run a wider line here. Keep the car out of the water for as long as possible. You lose as little speed through that section as is possible in a vehicle. We're going to chuck it into the final corner. We're taking a tighter line on the exit. Have we got the acceleration to outdrag the cyclone? Yes, we do! Hey! We fought back for a podium. Wow, look at those fastest laps. Holy crap. Between the Titan, the Raptor, my Sandman, that is nothing. 1/10 of a second between all of us. The classic Holden wasn't that far back. The Brat, I think, had suspension issues by the look of it. That was not fun across these bumps. With the amount of speed you get in an A-Class one, with the amount of power, I imagine a tiny lightweight Brat would go boingy boingy and fly off into the scenery. So, yeah, well, we made it on the podium. Should have been more. Should have been more. A little bit disappointed in myself in that one. However, a third still isn't too bad, and we had a lot of fun racing through that. And a last quarter overtake is always good. Well, if I can go a race without missing a checkpoint, that would be quite quite a good start to this. We are going to be very much in the midfield for this one. The Titan does start behind me, though. This track is an interesting one. If I'm hoping I remembered my circuit. It's been a while actually since I played on the mainland of Horizon 3. Yes, this is the one that I was thinking of. It is high speed. However, the corners are very, very tricky. There's some fantastic elevation changes for the cars to deal with, which, yeah, will hopefully make for an awful lot of fun as we are all sorts of sideways. There's that F100. The F100 is going to come soaring back past us when it comes to a straight. It's all getting a little bit crowded up here with El Caminos. The Ford Pursuit is out wide. There we go. I love that. That is such a fantastic drop down that section. Oh, God, I don't know why cars are backing up there. You don't normally need to brake for that corner. I think we're almost 3 wide. Down here is the wooden El Camino. Will hold its ground in 3rd place. We are clear of everything else. It is another Holden at the front, actually, that's running away with this. And if I can't win, I am happy to have another Holden taking the position. Normally, I'd be supporting Ford. However, in this instance, I'm driving a Holden, and as is the Australian rules, you've got to be supporting the car that you're driving. So, we are supporting Holden in this instance. Oh, dear, we're out in the fence a little bit. It's fine. It's only a brush. But that Holden is bloody fast. I think we are losing ground, if anything, to it around this circuit. It's obviously got a good balance between handling and straight line speed. I've got a lot more of the handling, but I do lack the acceleration in places. I am worried there's an El Camino is going to come soaring up the inside. I can get stopped, and I can hold it around the outside, but there's only so much that I can do against the wooden car. We will have to drop back into line behind it. I see, I think it's a Ford, the F-150. I see their headlights in my rear view mirror. Can't do anything here at the moment. Now, we can carry a lot of speed. Unfortunately, the problem I have now is I can carry a lot of speed through these corners, and it is more than the El Camino, but it's not enough to go around the outside of the El Camino, and the El Camino is just parking his car where he wants it, and that is in the way of me, basically. I think the El Camino should move. No, don't go in the fence when I'm heading out that way as well, god damn it. Every time, wherever I want to be, whether it be me making a mistake or where I just want to position my car on the track. There's a bloody El Camino there. Right, we are back ahead of the wooden car. Try and chuck it in here with some speed. That's a bit too much speed, though. I'm trying to figure out what I can and can't get away with, because the only place I'm going to be making up time is through these corners. I think the Cyclone might have me beaten in terms of acceleration. I think everything does, actually. With the exception of the Titan, that has none of the acceleration in any way, shape or form. I think everything has me beaten in terms of acceleration. However, through the corners I can make the time back up, but that does mean I've got to be mega brave through all of these. Yeah, I mean, we're going fairly even speed. I think we are ever so slightly now starting to reel in that leader. Yeah, he had a scruffy corner, and I was quick through that opening section. We are starting to reel the leader in. I've pulled away from the El Camino. We've got it under 4 seconds now to the Holden at the front. I would like to be able to make this a Holden 1-2 if we could at all possibly manage it. I have it closed on the GMC. In fact, the GMC is closed. GMC's gained a second on the leader. I've gained about 2 this lap around. 5th gear is not working for me at all. Through there, we are not going to... Oh, didn't want to lift through turn 1. Was a bad idea. We've ended up out very, very wide through the next corner. Yeah, I had to try something with that really awkward... It's the horrible distance when you can see the vehicle ahead, but you're running out of laps and there's just nothing you can do about trying to catch it any quicker than you currently are, unless there is a mistake from the Cyclone, which is easily done around this circuit with the crests and the quite scary corners. Don't think there is much that I can do. I dove as much as I dared under brakes, but it's never going to be enough. Well, it is going to be a podium. It's going to be a double podium for Holden, the Cyclone. Little bit too fast for me in the end. I just ran out of laps to do anything and got desperate on that final one, and it was a scruffy lap. Had I been neater, maybe. We will claim fastest lap, the only vehicle into the 52s, which is always nice. Again, look at the fastest laps between us, top 3. Very, very little in that one, as it looks like a couple of cars hit the fence around that around that final turn. The Titan coming up into a 6th place. The 2 big trucks in 5th and 6th. A pretty good showing, especially that Titan even worse off than me in terms of straight line speed. So that's all quarter speed that propelled that up into its position. Well, we're going to have one more race. One more race to get a victory with the Holden. To finish off, we are heading out into the Rainforest for perhaps one of the trickier cross-country circuits. I have got plenty of overtaking ahead of me. We've got a Titan down at the back. I think the other real off-road built car is probably going to be the Raptor that starts further towards the front. The rear-wheel drive, yeah, the rear-wheel drive Ford is not going to have a fun time out here. He is going to get in all sorts of trouble. The Brats found the ditch. Is a nasty ditch. I've got a windscreen completely and utterly full of shrubbery. But never mind, we are through all of that in one piece. Oh no, we're going to get aerial attacked by a Cyclone. Someone's upside down. I didn't even have time to see who was upside down. There's an El Camino pointing the wrong direction. Oh, we've got pushed out wide. Hello everyone. There's a lot of water and there's a lot of bumping and a lot of squeezing, and I think the Ford might have ended up missing the checkpoint. I'm sorry if I pushed you wide of that one. I didn't really have anywhere to go either. No, we're fine. Okay, we might be... I don't even know what side of the checkpoint I hit there. It's just all been a mental first lap, as is to be expected out here. That is part of the fun of this circuit. There's a lot of trouble going on there that we have skated past. Something's going to come soaring alongside me. That would be a Cyclone of sorts. I think it is the Brat, in fact, that is up in the lead. If we could get into some clean air and stop getting involved in shenanigans, we might stand a half a chance at chasing down the front-running vehicles. Like, this is a very different, demanding circuit to the Redstone Mine one that we drove earlier. This, yes, it is, you know, across country. There is absolutely no roads at all. However, it is considerably faster around here. It is much faster, and while there are some big bumps, there are less of the sharp bumps that you get that throw the cars about in peculiar manners. These ones at least are a little bit more on the predictable side. We are going to fire our way past an El Camino, move up into 5th place now as we turn in. I can definitely carry more speed into turn 1 if I can get the line correct. Oh, I would love some more power. I would love some more power in the Holden. It drives lovely, but I could do with some more. We nearly got murdered by our fellow Holden Ute out there. He found some trees. That was not a good place to be running wide. Easily done though. Some 8 seconds behind the Brat. So much of a kerfuffle went on at the start of that race that, yeah, a lot of time was lost. I think we are catching. I think the Ford is also looking like he might be challenging for that first place. We've got a great car for this. We've got a great car for this. Everywhere else it is mediocre, I think. It's at best. It's just the lack of power. At the start I said, when it comes to a race like this where we've all got to use the same car across multiple disciplines, it's, you know, how do you build your car? I kind of went ish for the middle ground, leaning a little bit more towards off-roading. And, well, we've been very, very fast in the off-roading section and kind of been average at the circuit stuff. It kind of worked. It's kind of worked. On balance with the Titan up ahead of me has been pretty struggling. In fact, at some of the circuit stuff, but when we come to this off-road stuff, it's, you know, significantly better. Likewise, the Ford F100, wherever that is, with crazy levels of power that won the opening race, very, very good at the fast tarmac circuit. Absolutely awful when it has come to this. In fact, my sort of lap speed in comparison to the Brat is just about evened out. Again, it's one of those where you see, like, I could be having a really, really good battle had we not got eaten at the start. Had we not got eaten at the start in that mad tumble down the hill, maybe we could have challenged up there. Am I going to be able to find a way past the Titan with a lap to go? I mean, the track is nice and wide, but the Titan is also nice and wide, and the Titan is pretty damn quick across these bumps. I think that's where the Titan is stronger than I am. Oh, God, that's a destructible tree. Oh, no, I think we've fluffed it there, unless this one has an issue. I was trying to get on the throttle, trying to carry the similar speed that the Titan was able to down that section, and you can't do it. The Nissan has got such, being an off-road vehicle and mine being, well, not an off-road vehicle, mine just being fitted with a few off-road parts, you can see how much happier the Titan is. Oh, the Brat, I think the Brat must have either missed a checkpoint or rolled. The Ford has inherited the lead. Unfortunately, I'm a little too far back to really benefit from any of this. In fact, the Nissan's been going very, very quick on this. The final lap. There's an El Camino that is getting lapped, that is struggling out here, and I can't do that. An El Camino and the rear-wheel drive Ford are, funnily enough, not having a great time in the Rainforest. A fluffed up end to my penultimate lap kind of did me in there, as I will get fastest lap once more. It's ridiculously close here. I've actually, the Raptor, I imagine that must be a sort of the dirty and clean laps, because I don't think it'd be that close to the Brat if it wasn't being able to run in the 47s on low 48s. So yeah, very, very close between us top four. Oh, again, once more, it's not been my evening. I've just been in the wrong place at the wrong time, and the odd little mistake. The car was good. The Sandman was pretty good. Managed to pick up some decent places on occasions, but yeah, a little bit of misfortune from me. That's the way it goes, especially when you're going to a cross-country race or anything. That is very much the way that it can go. However, that is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.